Okay, so I'm going to be showing you how to do a basic skin or a basic prop map. What you're going to do, we're going to open up the prop editor and we're going to pick our bed. We're going to do new prop and then we're going to type in bed. And you just kind of scroll through, see which one you like. There's certain ones that apply textures differently than others, but I'll get into that later. The easiest ones I think that are the easiest to skin are the dungeon bed and the generic white bed. And that's the one we're going to do today. So I'm going to create that one. And I'm going to right click on the prop, place it, hit control, hold down my control button and use my little roller bar on my mouse to bring it down. And I'm going to bring it down, oop, too far, till my green lines are just hitting the floor. Now what I need to do is find the map for this bed. So when I need to do that, I need to go to the wraiths page, which I just so happen to have up already. I'm going to do search, and I'm going to put let's go with generic for right now, and generally that'll pop up pretty fast. And now I'm going to look through here and see if I can find it. My friend Sweet is listening to me teach you guys, and I have no idea what she just said. Can you repeat yourself, Sweet? I've showed you this page so many times. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Now nobody's not going to know what the heck we're talking about. Okay. So she says apparently I've never shown this to her before, so I'm going to step back a couple of seconds and go back home. This is the race page. I'll even copy and paste a link for you, Sweet. I'm going to have to re-record this, aren't I? Oh. And that's why I'm going to be including the link. I don't know if there we go. Okay. Okay. Back on track here, Interrupter McGee. Okay. So, I'm going to hit search again. And I'm going to put in generic. And I'm going to search it. And I'm going to go through here and try to find it. And there we go, generic white bed mesh. Okay. Usually there's also some overlays in here, and I'll show you what an overlay is in a second, but I'm going to download it. So step number one, you need to download the map. You need to save it to your own computer because you cannot host it off a race page. That's what's called hot linking, and you don't want to do that. So if you're grabbing direct links from somebody else's photo bucket, that's a big no-no. You shouldn't do that. You need to, well, you can easily just go there, and then you need to speak up, Sweet, if you want me to hear you. It's not on the first page. You have to keep going. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you have to keep going. So you hit save image as. Oh, okay. You save image as, and then you go ahead and I just have been saving it to my desktop. You can have a special little. Yes, you can ask a question. How do you know which one to pick? That's because Sweet is asking that because she notices there's generic white bed mesh, there's generic white bed 02. The way you can figure that out is if you go back into in your game, I have a generic white bed. If I have any doubts, I'll just try and see if I can find it. See, there is, past it probably. There we go. Generic white bed 02. We don't want that one. Okay. So we just go with that one. Okay, back to the Wraiths page. Okay, and then this is the prop map without the grids on it. This has the grids to basically, these red lines basically kind of give you a clue on how it's shaped and what goes where, that kind of thing. I don't particularly need this one right here, but I'm actually going to download it anyway, just in case. So save image as, and then I'm going to save it to my desktop. You can save it wherever the heck you want. Doesn't matter, just as long as you save it, because you won't be able to use anything from it if you don't. Okay, so there's obviously two different overlays here. We have a bed generic overlay, and then we have the generic white bed overlay. Not 100% sure if this is actually the right one. I'd have to ask Wraith, but we're going to go with generic white bed overlay, and we're going to open that up, and we're going to save that to our desktop. Okay. Step number 1, learn how to read the map. Actually, probably step number 2. Yep, I wrote it. Okay. Okay, I'm going back a step. This is good. No, this is good because there's some people that are not going to be able to get this right away. Okay. A trick I use sometimes to make it a little bit easier. When I'm going through the search, I actually just I right click and I do open link in new tab, and I just keep on going until I find the other one that I want. There's my generic white bed. I'm going to right click and open link in new tab. And then I found my overlay, right click, open link in new tab, and then I just go through and there, boom, save image as, same image as, same image as. For those of you who couldn't figure it out, she's trying to do this with me as I go. So I only have 15 minutes, sweet. So yes, that's the main thing we need right now. Yeah. Generic white bed mesh. That's the first and foremost thing that we need. Correct. Those are the main two ones that we need. I'll show you after we're done doing this. Okay. Okay. So next step we're going to do is learn how to read the map. The easiest way to do it is to actually, and I'm going to have to resize that window. We're going to upload it to a photo sharing website. I use PhotoBucket. Let me minimize this so you guys can actually see. I'm going to upload that image that mesh that I just downloaded. Open. Copy the direct link only. Okay. And then I'm going to go back to my game. I have my bed already selected. Script. And I'm going to do cache web image. And I'm going to Control V and put it in there. So now we can kind of see a little bit how this is laid out. A little bit. So you can see where the lines get a little tighter. That's where we start to curve. Or that's where there's a little bit more movement in the object. Okay, and the broader, bigger, generally the broader, bigger squares are where it tends to be flat, right? And then you'll also notice that you get a lot of movement, quote-unquote movement, in the image, or movement in the prop. It comes from a lot of stuff in the, or elements in the actual image you put on there. So now that we've learned how to kind of read the map a little bit, we're going to learn how to actually edit that map. And that'll be in part 2 of Dirty and Sweet, teaching you all how to edit a map.